All right, some people will tell me, Nikolai, you are crazy. Like, why are you even talking about this stuff? And I will tell you, guys, I have a goal of making money. I want to be, financially successful. And the best way for me to become financially successful in sales is to make a lot of sales. That's why I optimize my weekends and I optimize free time in order to perform well during my job hours. And as how robotic or slavish this can sound, it's actually the best approach that I have found online in order to go, get some very good rest, get a healthy work-life balance while still keeping and performing at your top performance level. This is the same thing like in this year. I went from first I went 10x and then I'm maybe like 2 3x from my previous results. And this is all due to few simple principles that I do in order to get a good rest and then get a good work. That's basically it. So I decided to share with you a few things that I do on my weekends to get better work-life balance, to get more energy and actually close more business. Because in sales, maybe somebody didn't tell you about this. Your energy state dictates everything. If you close 10 customers or you close one customer, that's depending on your energy, because people like to work with cool people. And if you show up to every call like this, being sleepy and being dull and not being interested, nobody will buy from you. Because why should somebody buy from you if you do not look like a cool person, you do not resonate like with them, they don't like you? People buy from people they like, and that's basically it. So you being likable from somebody else is you being able to adapt fast. And in order to adapt fast to other people, you need to have energy to do it. Because if you don't have energy, you like that's basically it. That's game over. So this is what I do. I don't work on weekends. Second is, which is important, I don't work on weekends. It's okay for me to take a break in a week. For example, certain day I'm just gonna feel that I'm full, I need some rest, I'm just gonna block half of the day, I'm just gonna go and sleep, or maybe just go somewhere and eat something fancy, or just go play a game, or just do something fun. And that's important thing. You need to be switching context from working to resting one. It's when I work, when I rest. I don't mix them together, because if you mix them together, it's very hard for your brain to actually go in deep focus either on working, or go in deep focus either on resting. That's it. Do the stuff that you like and absolutely love. This is proved by a ton of psychologists, that once you do things that you want to do, that you like to do, you just become more happier, more healthier. And it's better to, prospects would want to work with you if you are positive, if you just look alive, if you have more energy than them. They definitely would love to work with you, because that's the point where they're like, okay, this guy seems nice. They're gonna be naturally attracted to you, because they're gonna feel that you know something, or you do something that they don't do, or they don't have. Like you, for example, you have this product that helps you to stay so happy and so performant or so refreshed that they don't have it, and they would want to have it, because people buy health, people buy money, and people buy uh, something third. Sorry, I forgot. But like that's the main point. So you just being healthy, being happy, and showing them the way how they can make more money or become more like you with using the product or service that you're offering is going to be a tremendous help out for you. Sleep more, that's it. And make Monday easier with the amount of calls that you plan. That's a very nice recommendation. Field, by the way, I don't do it like not always. I just forget to block off my Mondays. But generally, if you had a very good weekend, first day it's going to be harder for you if you just go and jump straight into the water, into having a bowl of calls. For example, today is weekend. I'm recording this on the weekend, and tomorrow I have a like this. It's like calls from 8 a.m. and then maybe to midday, and then midday I have like some break where I need to go and do some stuff offline, and then I have calls again. And that's basically, it's going to be a harder day for me tomorrow, just to tune in and get myself acquainted with the new process, with the sales and all these things. So it's easier to take the first day easier for yourself, because then you're just going to be more like adapting yourself to working. And then Tuesday you start smashing, and then you smash every day after it. And then that's basically it. Spend your weekends in order to get more energy to close more business, because you want to make more money. You can spend your weekend whatever you want. If you like to party, if you like to spend it in some other ways, if this works for you and you accomplish your goal, that's perfectly fine. If my goal is to be at the top performance, at the peak of my abilities in my prime. So that's what I do to stay in the game. Now, if you like this video, there's going to be a link below for Web3 Sales GM Telegram channel. Go for it, subscribe for it. There's going to be a lot of different people in that community that can help you, that you can network with, and that are all connected with the same goal of trying to make more money in sales. So that's going to be the link for you. And also consider subscribing if you're a new subscriber, because there's going to be even more value in some other videos. And there's already a ton of other videos on the channel that can help you to take your performance to the next level. So see you in the next video, and bye-bye.